At the same time, though, I do think there's things that Houston can clean up. First of all,
make fucking layups.
Come on, dog. You come on.
Oh
you
yeah.
Can't,
What did they miss? 12.
I think they missed 12 layups in
yeah.
one half of basketball.
Yeah.
You come on.
You get paid. Come
You
on.
exactly.
I can around and make a layup. Right
you
now.
get paid. It's the conference finals. The one Chris Paul had that he missed.
And then James Harden.
Harden blew a couple layups. And also get into your offense quicker.
Yeah.
They get into the offense. In game 2, they got into the offense a whole lot quicker, and the game moved better. Also, I didn't mind the defense until the midway through the third.
Until Steph went crazy.
Yeah, but also they did assist that a little bit. Even like the shot that he hit, Chris Paul could have closed out much harder than what he did. But again, I said before the series, there's no situation that I could see them possibly winning it. I will say that after game 2, I was like, oh, maybe we could have 6 games. But no. I think we are. The reason I said Warriors in 6 was to be respectful to a 60-win team. Yeah. But like I said, it's probably more like 5 games. I think they close. I don't have much analysis.
Yeah, I also think it's going to be Warriors in 5. And I don't think game 4 or 5 will be close.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, in terms of shooting for distance, from distance, this playoffs, to talk about how much Steph Curry has struggled versus James Harden this playoffs, he's shooting 79.2% on 8 field goals, going less than 5 feet. With Harden on the court. With Harden off the court, he's shooting 50%. I'm sorry. Overall, he's shooting 79.2% on the field. In the playoffs versus Harden with less than 5 feet. That means driving to the hole, because usually he's getting those layups when Harden is guarding him. With Harden on the court, he's shooting 85% from the field goal range of less than 5 feet. With Harden off the court, he's shooting 50%. With Harden on the court, he's shooting right now from 20 to 24 feet, 40%, from 5 to 9 feet, 50%, from 10 to 14 feet, 50%. So he's been very clearly taking advantage of James Harden, in terms of shooting. So, hey, man, James Harden better wake up a little bit defensively. And even you made the comment, when we were watching the game, in terms of how active James Harden has been defensively. James Harden has definitely been active, more active defensively. But the thing about it is that, to me, he can't get in those situations to where he is the defensive liability. Yeah. Their biggest thing is that they've been trying to take away like Steph's main asset, which is essentially his energy, because he's got to run. He spends all day. He never stops. But if I got to play defense for 24 seconds, then run up the court in transition because we run it all the time, then I got to not stop moving. I'm not going to have energy to get up those shots. I'm not going to have energy to get a rhythm. But if James Harden, you let him cook you every time and drive to the basket, he get a chance to get a light jog up the court, rest for a couple seconds, and then wait for y'all to come and attack him again. He going to have situations to where when he jacking up shots, eventually they going to go in. What was he, 1 for 6 to start out the game from 3?
Yeah.
Eventually he was going to go off. And he was going to keep chucking it up. He was driving me nuts. I'm like, what? Yeah, he was driving me nuts. I'm like, what are you doing right now, Steph? Steph, what are you doing right now?
There's more so points to why I think it was great. It came out of nowhere. I even said,
but Harden was pedestrian as well. Harden only had 20 points. He was a minus 19 at the game. He was 7 of 16, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He did have 9 assists, but still, to me, this was the first game in this series where I knew he was on the floor, but I forgot he was on the floor at times. Okay. Where I kind of lost him in the rhythm of the game, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then by that, 3 minutes left into the third quarter, the game was over. Yeah. And then before you knew it, it was a 40-point blowout. And Harden was nowhere to be found. CP3, 5 of 16, 2 of 8, 1 of 2, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 points. He had 4 fouls. He had 2 turnovers. Harden had 4 turnovers. CP3 was another one of those guys where I'm like, all right, every time I was expecting him to make a shot, whether it was in the mid-range or whether it was a three-pointer, I'm like, okay, cash, and he was missing. I'm like, I was screaming, Chris, this is what I'm talking about. I was literally screaming. Did not scream. Chris, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. You got to be better than this. I need 30, 20, and 20. And Eric Gordon in this game gave you 11 points. He was a minus 33 for the game. The worst plus-minus in the entire game. Minus 33 for the game. He was 4-13, 2 of 8 from 3. Your game got to travel. You a other. Yeah. You a other. And if you was supposed to be a third, then you would be 11 points.
In this series, you're right. Eric Gordon has to have a good series and be able to pull it out. And I just again, I don't have much analysis because this is pretty much what I expected to happen. Again, after game 2, I was starting to get convinced. I was like, oh shit, maybe. I mean, Steph looking a little funny. Hey, maybe maybe we get to a game 7, go to a game 7 in Houston. Who knows? Yeah. But after tonight, no. Like, no. They may win one more game.
They need Ariza and Tucker to score like 15 both.
Yeah.
For it to even be a game.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen on the road.